Okay, so COMFUN1. So I think you're wondering, nasa civil engineering kayo and you're taking computer fundamentals. So we will be discussing programming here. Something like related to computers. Although hindi na ganun yung kaano, pero mas magfo-focus tayo sa programming and your Microsoft Excel sa pagdating ng bandang finals. So hindi naman siya ganun ka-komplikado dun sa Excel part. Okay, so first we need, of course, a compiler for your program. So we need to install first your dev C++. So to download that, kindly click this one. Yung mga naka-PC dyan, yung naka-Mac, wag nyo munang i-click ito. Okay, so kindly click the download dev C++. And kung hindi siya lumilitaw dito, kindly click the link download dev C++ here for PC. And then makakarating kayo dito. Okay, nandito na ba kayo? Pakisundan na lang din ako para ma-lesson natin yung ano. Although I have a video here on how to install. Meron pa naman akong video dyan eh. Eto. Ayan. So, video dev C++ installation and requirements. Okay, so papakita ko pa rin sa inyo kung paano siya install now. So, you can scan that video just in case so you missed or some of your classmates missed this. Ano. So, I will click that one. Okay, so I will cancel this one. I already have that one. So pag natapos nyo na ma-download, you can open that one. So I will open my file. Okay, so initially, it will ask you for a language. So English. So maliit lang naman yan. So just in case, let's wait for your download. Siguro naman, hindi na siya ganun ka, nasa 45 MB lang yata to, 48. Okay, pakisundan lang. Kung nagkakaroon ng error, paki-message ako or something like that na, sir, hindi ko ma-download, sir, ganyan. Okay, nag-install na ba yung iba? Baka tapos na yung iba. So, select language English. So, usually, di na natin binabasa to. So, I agree. So, kahit na binibenta na tayo ng software. Okay, so, I'll click next. Kung refuse to connect yung lumabas dito, click nyo to. Ito sa taas. Next meeting pa lang naman. So, para lang naman makapag-ready kayo. Meron namang video diyan na pwede niyong i-download later on. So, kung hindi kayo makasunod muna ngayon, okay lang din. But make sure that within this week, before our initial week, you have the software already. Okay? So, nasaan na ako? So, dito sa installation, I'll just click next. This is by default. And then, because I have drive D, so sa drive D ko siya nilagay. So, I will install. Okay, so run. So kung tinanong kayo kung anong team yung gusto niyo, pwede naman kayong pumili din kasi na-install na yung sa akin. So I have multiple installations already. So ulit-ulit ko na lang siyang inaan. So maganda rin kasi nga. That's my Dev C++. Okay, so ganito yung kalalabasan ng Dev C++. No? So you will have a very, very basic interface here. So if you manage to choose a theme for your Dev C++, So nandun siya sa editor options. So tools, editor options. Just in case you want to change your theme, no? So we have colors and then your selected theme here. So we have different kinds of themes. So meron tayong twilight, ayan. So meron din tayong classic. So try natin yung classic and I will open a file. Okay, so medyo hindi ako sanay sa white kasi. So I will change that one. So from tools, editor options. So colors. And then I will go to, for example, the obsidian, which is very, so for the pastel colors, very relaxing siya. Okay, so at least I can see the, my text here. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, malaki din yung font ko. So I changed that one from tools, editor options, fonts. Okay, so by default, you have a smaller one. So I changed it to 14 so that kapag inano ko siya, medyo malaki siya, nakikita nyo rin siya. Okay, so from tools, editor options, fonts, no? So ito yung size na ginamit ko, 14. If you want a bigger one, okay lang din. You'll be needing to increase the sizes of your fonts kasi I'll be needing a screenshot of this of your codes when you submit your exercises. Gagawa kayo ng mga codes, mga math programs na mag-auto-compute, mga programs, gano'n. Hindi, medyo strict lang ako ng konti sa sa coding kasi I will give you the idea. So don't worry. So hopefully no maging ano. So ayan, for example, this one, no. Hanap tayo ng mas simpler that one. Etong hello. Okay? So kung mapapansin niyo when programming, they usually use the word hello world, no? So I'm going to compile that one. That is F9. You learn that one along the way, pero in the meantime, we need the software first. So kapag prines ko yung F10, irarun niya yung code na yon. So itong lumabas na to, ito yan. So itong buong code na to, ito yung ginawa niya. Okay? So some of your games are coded using C++. Okay, so kung mga nag-games kayo, so those are separated C++. For example, in Dota, hindi ko naman sinasabing ginamitan na C++ yun, pero most probably ginamitan siya. So for example, if for example you're using Lina as your hero, so if Lina uses Laguna Blade, ano ba tawag doon? Laguna Strike or something like that. So damage is equal to 1,200. So it's something similar to that. Okay, so kapag ginamit niya, it will reduce the health of the So kaya lang merong another code. If magic resistance of enemy is equal to 20%, so minus 20%. So para siyang ganun. Okay? Pero hindi tayo gagawa ng ganun. So don't expect too much about that. Okay, so usually mga basic computation, math computations, so algebra, trigo, tax computations, so you might be needing that, mga ganun. So for civil, lalo na kayo sa inyo. Okay. So tingin tayo ng iba. So there is this, ano bang ano dito? So primrose auction. So for example, ito, the buyer's name. So Juan de la Cruz. Pina-input ako ng pangalan. So purchase price, sabihin na natin 3,000. Tapos sini-out niya yung buong detail nung in-input ko. So 3,000 minus, meron kasing computation to eh. Ayan, times the rate, no? So meron siyang rate na 0.1. So nag-compute siya, yung price na in-input ko, minultiply niya dun sa rate. So nagkaroon ako ng premium. So yung premium rate niya, nandito siya. Kaya naging 300 yung kanina. Okay, so meron siyang math computation. So nagkakaroon tayo ng math computation. Okay, so any question regarding the installation? Meron ba nagkaroon ng problema dyan? Okay, so pa-chat naman para alam ko baka salita ako salita, wala na pala akong connection. Okay, so there is this also C++ for Android and iOS. So just in case you want to install it using gusto niyo mag-code habang you want to try that one. So eto siya. So re-redirect niya kayo dun sa Google Play. So that's CPP Droid C and C++. Magkaiba yung C sa C++, no? So make sure that you always check that you are using a C++. So we're going to use C++. So far C++ is more common and more powerful based on the reviews of other programmers using this. Okay, so another one. We also have for iOS. So ito yung iOS naman. So pareho lang yung creator, si Anton Smirnov. Okay, so check nyo na lang. So you can type your code there and then you can also execute. So meron din siyang output. So baka gusto nyo dito rin mag-code, no? So habang nakahiga kayo, ginagawa nyo yung exercise nyo, at least you have the idea of the codes already. Okay? Okay, so just in case you missed the, para hindi ko na siya ulitin, so I already have the video of that one. Okay, so let's go back. Ayan. So I have, kasi OS ko yung Drive C. So na-record ko na to sa other, So, you missed, paki-check na lang to. Pati yung fonts and tools doon nandun na rin. Okay, any question regarding the software needed for our subject? Dev C++? Okay, so ito yung software requirement. And of course, just in case you want to read the whole, you want to do an advanced reading. So here's the book. So ito yung magiging coverage ng buong natin. COMFUN1 at saka COMFUN2 ito. Itong book na to ang gagamitin sa COMFUN1 at saka COMFUN2 nyo. So magko-COMFUN2 pa kayo, which is more advanced that will be discussed from COMFUN1 plus the review of the COMFUN1. Kapag nag-COMFUN2 kayo, lahat ng natutunan nyo sa COMFUN1, gagamitin nyo pa rin sa COMFUN2. So hindi nyo siya pwedeng kalimutan. Okay, so kung naintindihan nyo yung COMFUN1, makapadali. Wala, pero you can download this one. Click nyo lang to. Eto. So it's only 8 MB. You can download that one using your mobile. Okay, so there are also links for our Dev C++. Eto. So if you're going to click this one, this is na to guys, no? Self-paced na to. So you only need to read, scan, or take a look at how it works. So I'll try to discuss this part next meeting. So i-discuss ko naman din yung ibang part dyan. Okay, so madali lang naman siya kasi yung mga nakasulat, kaya tinawag sila module like the okay? So hindi rin namin alam kung kayo din yung nagbabasa or gumagawa ng codes. Pero kasi may nahuhuli kami. Okay, so pag ang galing nila mag-code pero pagdating dun sa exam, the assessment, mali-mali yung sagot nila. So alam mong pinapagawa nila yung mga code nila. So short. Okay. So ito yung book guys. So if you want to download, that is free. Wala siyang bayad. Okay? Okay. So I skip the introduction part kasi next week yan. Ang kailangan muna natin kasi is to learn how the IPO chart works. Okay? So I'll bypass. Marami akong iba-bypass ng konti dito. Kasi may mga if na tayo. So para lang makita niyo siya. Ilagyan ko na lang ng whiteboard. So I will share a whiteboard. Okay, so we have what we call an input. Wala akong writing board. I'm using a mouse. Input process. And then your output. Okay, so for example, we have a math problem. Okay, so for example, we have an x is equal to a plus b. So this is just an example. X plus y is equal to z. Okay, so our math problem requires you to solve for x pero the output needed is z. So ang kailangan lang natin is z. Compute for the value of z given this formula. So ang magiging output lang natin dyan is z or z. Okay? And then our input, kasi we need to input values for a and b, so magkakaroon tayo ng input na a and b. And for the next value, kailangan din natin ng value ng y. So that is also part of y. So ano naman yung process? Ano yung pre-process natin before we solve for z? So that is the value of x. Okay? So just in case you have a problem which is x is equal to a plus b only, okay? So ang magiging input mo niyan dyan is a at saka b lang. So wala na. Alisin natin to. So this is for this one. So ang input mo lang dito is A and B. And your process, wala kang ipa-process kasi wala ka namang sinolve para makuha mo yung second value. So wala tayong process. So this is none. Okay? And then the output, kasi ang sinosolve lang natin is the value of x. So that is how input, process, output works. So if you're going to scan this one, meron siyang, ayan, for example, we have problems here. Ayan, solving for the bill, no? So the goal is to pay the bill. So kailangan niyang ilabas yung output mo. And ano ba yung i-input mo? So the bill for the pre-addressed envelope, the bank check, the pen and ano, and then you have the algorithm, which is the process. Okay? So algorithm is below that part of the process. So along the way, maano naman natin yan. So inano ko lang yung input, process, output na mabilisan. Ayan. So for example, eto. So Addison wants a program that calculates and displays the cost of an 4K Ultra HD TV. Okay? So the program should calculate the cost by multiplying the sale price by the state sales tax rate. Okay? So yung cost nito, multiply natin dito and then makukuha natin yung cost. So pag inanalyze yung problem, ang kailangan nating input is the sale price and the sales tax rate. And yung processing items natin, wala. Kasi imu-multiply na niya directly to at kukuha na natin yung output. Okay, so ganun yung nangyari dito sa math problem dito. So from this problem specification, so we converted that into an input processing output. And then dito magbe-base yung programmer to create your code. So para alam mo kung ano yung magiging input mo and ano yung magiging process mo and the output. Okay? So, isang mabilisang ano lang yan, no? Okay, so balik tayo dun sa module. And aside from the input, process, output, may summary naman yan, meron tayong flowchart. Okay, so flowchart, these are the symbols na kailangan nyong matandaan. This is usually your start and stop. So, start, stop. Okay? And then from the start and stop, we also have what we call a parallelogram. Okay, so this naman is your input and output. Okay, so aside from that, we also have a rectangle. Hindi yung parallelogram, rectangle yan. This is your process. And of course, the end part is oblong or stop. And merong maliit na circle, this is the continuation. Record ko rin to. Okay, so to create the flow chart of that course, of course, we need to start. So lalagay lang natin dyan start. Okay, so ang laman usually ng ganitong shape is start or stop. So yun lang ang halos laman yan. And then there will be an arrow. Okay, so syempre saan siya pupunta? Okay, and then we have input kasi kailangan daw natin mag-input. So ang in-input niya is the sales price at saka sales tax. So input yan. So kailangan natin mag-input. So paano naman niya pre-process? The process is usually your formula. So ano ba yung formula? Kasi ang sinosolve niya doon is the premium. So that's lalagay ko lang na PR. And that is the price multiplied by, which is the asterisk, the tax rate. Okay? And then kapag na-process na niya yung formula na yon, meron siyang another input, process output. Okay? So ano ba yung output nito? Yung premium. Kasi kinompute na niya eh. So kailangan natin maano yung premium. Ito siya. So formula ginamit dito pero nilalagay natin is the premium output display. Okay? So kapag na-output na niya yan, matatapos na yung program kasi yun lang naman yung aim nung worded problem na yan. So that is stop. So start, i-input, ipoprocess niya yung mga na-input mo to solve for the PR or the premium value, premium cost. And then you will have the, di pala premium cost pala to. Pero okay lang din. Okay? So ganun siya. So we have start. Ito na yung pinaka-flowchart niya. So kapag nakikita ng programmer yan, nagkakaroon na siya ng idea ng codes kung paano magre-run. So if you have the idea of the codes, makikita mo na siya kung paano nagre-run yung codes natin. Okay? Question so far?